Welcome, everyone. We're going to just give it a few minutes here before we get going. Thank you all so much for taking your time today to meet with us. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining. My name is Joan Melendez. I'm the president of Xcelrate UDI, and welcome to our webinar, IFUVitals, streamlining instructions for use and their management. We're joined today by leaders from sterile processing, the operating room, risk compliance, infection control, supply chain, and the executive suite. I want to assure you that this presentation has been designed to address your unique roles, challenges, and priorities. Our mission is simple: to empower your teams to centralize, standardize, and simplify the management of critical manufacturer documents, leading directly to improved patient safety and measurable financial savings. Over the next 35 minutes, we will cover the scale of the IFU challenge, show you how IFUVitals solves it, and then conduct a live demo. As we go along, please use the Q&A feature or the chat feature to submit your questions. We will leave about 10 minutes at the end to answer as many questions as we can before our time is up. We will provide you with a recording of this webinar once it is complete. To set the stage for today's webinar, let's briefly review the role of an IFU. Instructions for use, or IFUs, are the critical documents that dictate the safe and effective use of medical devices, biologics, and consumables. They cover everything from prep and cleaning, sterilization, and our waste and disposal guidances. For our most surgical and procedure staff support, the IFU is the fundamental blueprint for handling medical devices, biologics, and consumables effectively. Adhering to the correct IFU is the non-negotiable standard of care to prevent reprocessing failures and subsequent devastating consequences to patient safety. For our risk and compliance teams, the IFU is the core of your audit readiness. Compliance with the current manufacturer IFUs is mandated by federal regulations to ensure patient safety at all times and to maintain accreditation. As such, audits are conducted to ensure staff have access to current and validated instructions and other manufacturer documents. Failure here is not an administrative error, it's an accreditation and patient safety failure. It goes without saying that managing IFU compliance has been challenging, mostly because hospitals and surgery centers rely on paper-based processes or static document libraries that often are time-consuming to manage and have outdated information. Even with the shift to electronic IFUs or eIFUs, the process is fundamentally broken, affecting quality and workflow. Consider these fast facts that impact your frontline staff every day. That 84% of healthcare professionals seek clarification of an IFU, and a staggering 70% of IFUs are considered to lack adequate clarity. This directly translates to wasted time and increased risk. For our SPD and OR staffs, this leads to a dangerous workflow delay. Staff waste time searching for the correct document and often rely on outdated or incorrect documents and copies. For our risk and compliance audience, this translates to serious exposure. 42% of facilities have been cited for IFU non-compliance and failing to use the current IFU version, with risks in Joint Commission and CMS citations, and also adverse events to patients. The challenge is not just clinical. It is a significant financial drain that is completely avoidable. The vast majority of facilities, 87%, still lack a modern digital IFU system, forcing staff to waste critical time manually searching and validating documents. For our supply chain and senior executive audience, the financial impact is clear and measurable across SBDs, ORs, and beyond. Consider this: every time the OR is delayed, it costs your organization between $60 and $130 per minute. A search for a missing IFU or reprocessing errors by not using the most current IFU directly contributes to this loss. Additionally, if a delay forces a cancellation, you're looking at $1,500 loss per hour. The workflow delay can also directly hit your operating margin, and all of the products that were opened for the case are wasted. And while these aren't the only costs for IFU bottlenecks, it puts the issue of ineffective IFU documentation management into clear perspective, especially as you think of how IFU challenges can impact the whole hospital system. Now, with an intelligent digital solution like IFUVitals, we have saved our clients an average of 65% reduction in annual non-productive labor costs. Just imagine the direct savings you can experience by freeing up staff time and improving staff effectiveness across the whole hospital system. I'm sure many of you have seen the recent news of several hospitals who have failed audits recently, resulting in the closure of their operating rooms until compliance is remedied, and jeopardizing sanctions imposed due to repeated failures in their audits. Public reports of noncompliance decreases patient confidence in safety and care, eroding the reputation of the hospital or surgery facility with the public. According to recent data, 67% of all adverse events involving medical devices include some sort of IFU-related factor. When things go wrong, the financial repercussions are immense. The average device recall is about 4.2 million. A shocking 35% of those recalls are IFU related. Moreover, IFU errors are directly linked to increase in HAIs, SSIs, readmissions, and liability insurance costs. For our compliance teams, IFUVitals is an investment in audit assurance. We provide the critical compliance requirements you need, specifically supporting the documentation controls required by ISO 13485, which has been recently adopted by the FDA. This means maintaining comprehensive records of all documents accessed and used, the exact evidence you need for an inspection or quality audit. Without a system like this, an audit can take 9 to 12 months to complete, tying up your high-level staff. With IFUVitals, you're ready 24/7. The risks and costs we've outlined today are unacceptable in healthcare. This is why Xcelrate UDI developed IFUVitals, the intelligent digital solution that significantly improves the management of IFUs and other manufacturer documentation, reducing patient risk and improving compliance. Our core value proposition is built on 3 pillars that directly address your pain points: centralization, standardization, and simplify. IFUVitals centralizes all IFUs and manufacturer documents in one secure digital hub, eliminating the need to search multiple manufacturer websites, or if you're still having paper binders. IFUVitals standardizes your processes, strengthens your SOPs, improves compliance, and reduces risk. IFUVitals simplifies your workflows, reduces administrative burdens, and making it easier for you and your staff to find the right documents instantly. IFUVitals delivers assurance of your, IFUVitals delivers assurance for your executive staff and efficiency for your staff. No more guesswork, no more delays. You access the most current and approved versions instantly every single time. IFUVitals delivers a suite of features that provide substantial benefits for your healthcare system. All IFUs and manufactured documents are centralized into one secure digital hub for immediate access. IFU access is scalable to your entire hospital system, ensuring also all staff can access the relevant documents for their department or location. We maintain a comprehensive record of all changes and who access documentation. This is your gold standard evidence for any inspection. And we also provide real-time safety notifications whenever a recall or a safety notification is issued. Those are presented in real time at the time of use, ensuring all staff work with current information. We designed the IFUVitals workflow with your practitioner in mind, your staff in mind, ensuring it's faster to use than any other system. It's fast to use. It's faster to use than searching through a file cabinet or even browsing through a static document library. The best technology is the technology your staff will actually use every time. IFUVitals is more than a file storage system. It's a clinical intelligence platform. Our advanced functionality with advanced search is not just fast, it's precise. Using any identifier, manufacturer name, catalog number, UDI, we eliminate ambiguity and cut retrieval time down to seconds. With automatic notifications, this is key for infection control. Staff receive instant alerts when new versions or critical safety updates are published, ensuring rapid adoption of new reprocessing or handling protocols. We also work with your manufacturers on your behalf to resolve any IFU or other documentation or UDI good ID registration issues. Instead of just telling you about savings, let's pivot and show you how this works in real time in a real-world hospital environment. We want to demonstrate why this system is not only compliant, but actually faster and easier for your staff than your current systems. As you watch this video, please pay close attention to 3 critical elements: the speed with which we complete the search, the convenience of our AI-powered quick buttons, and finally, the simple, reliable experience of viewing critical information directly in the platform versus reading the full manufacturer document. Just to let you know, the video contains audio, so please feel free to adjust your speakers on your device. And let me go ahead and play that video. I want to highlight 2 crucial points. First, our commitment to validation. Prior to launching, we partner with you to obtain and validate your medical devices and biologic. This ensures that only the items approved by your teams appear in search results. Secondly, our commitment to accuracy. We work directly with manufacturers to digitally access the most recent versions of all of their documentation. This not only ensures you have the most current non-negotiable document at the point of care, but it also ensures your facility is always prepared for external audits with accreditation agencies. It's our commitment to both validation and accuracy that positions IFUVitals as a far superior service over other static document library systems. Beyond optimizing workflows, IFUVitals acts as a crucial layer of patient safety and compliance support for your teams as well. Our system goes above and beyond to ensure staff have what they need exactly when they need it. First, let's talk about critical safety alerts. The biggest risk in sterile processing is using an instrument that has been recalled or has a safety alert. We present recall alerts and safety alerts in real time with visible notifications right on the staff member screen. There's no need to monitor multiple databases. We're powered by UDI. Because our system is built on UDI, which is the unique device identifier, we trace devices' status and documentation instantly, giving your team confidence and providing a complete audit trail for compliance. Second, we know that in a complex world of medical devices, sometimes IFUs are missing, incomplete, or confusing. That's why we staff a 24/7, actually, need a document feature. Your staff uses this feature to request support for missing documents or unclear information. This critical distinction is that we don't just search. We work directly with you and the manufacturers to address any issues related to documentation, taking that intense high-risk work completely off your team. Finally, we are committed to making your team's transitions seamless. We provide extensive training materials to help your team not only navigate IFUVitals, but also to understand critical topics like medical device symbols and reprocessing standards. This ongoing education ensures high compliance rates and high user satisfaction. In short, IFUVitals is more than just a document repository. It is a 24/7 safety and compliance partner that reduces your staff risk and supports your staff. I believe this case study perfectly illustrates the speed, immediate impact, and scalability of IFUVitals in a real-world enterprise environment. Our client, which operates a large multi-hospital system, faced this exact challenge. And many of you face this and are trying to look to solve it. Their current IFU system was a massive compliance and patient safety risk. They knew that one incorrect or outdated document could lead to an audit failure or worse, a preventable patient infection. They decided to start small, implementing IFUVitals in their main sterile processing department. The results were immediate. Within the first 30 days, the combination of validated documents and our unique AI-powered quick buttons slashed the time staff was spending searching, leading to document cost reductions and improved labor productivity. And most important, the department achieved 100% compliance during an external audit and also a joint commission audit that took place shortly after launch. This immediate success created an internal champion. Key leaders in the OR and SPD, infection control, and other ancillary services recognize the platform's value and efficiency. This groundswell of support meant that within 60 days of the initial launch, the client made the strategic decision to extend IFUVitals across their entire facility. To summarize, IFUVitals is the most effective, intelligent digital platform on the market that addresses the critical safety and efficiency challenges your hospital or surgery centers face. IFUVitals centralizes all IFUs and manufacturer documents in one secure single source of truth for all departments. We eliminate version confusion and reduce the risk of reprocessing and other device failures. We streamline access to current approved IFUs and medical devices, driving down labor costs and increasing staff satisfaction. We reduce patient safety risks with improved compliance. And we are also easy to implement with immediate results experienced within the first 30 days. IFUVitals transforms IFU management from a liability into a patient safety and strategic advantage. Before we close, I'd be happy to open the floor to any questions. If you have a question, please use the Q&A feature and add them to the chat.
All right, thank you so much, Joan. And while we wait for some additional questions, we do have a couple of questions that are pre-queued. The first one is, how complex is the integration with existing EHR or instrument tracking systems?
Well, we don't require integrations with other systems to work, making it really easy to implement. There are no specific integration needs, and we'd be happy to discuss any integration needs that you may want to have us work on. Thank you for that question.
I have another question that says, how quickly does IFUVitals update a manufacturer's IFU once a new version is released?
Well, the neat thing is the documents are updated immediately. We link with the manufacturer. So as soon as the manufacturer releases a document update, we have immediate access. Since we leverage the manufacturer's IFU databases directly, we also tie the UDI. So we're always keeping on top of all of the point of use requirements. And in the event of a safety notification, we're also able to tie it to that. Thank you for that question.
Let's see, the next question is, what is a typical implementation timeline to achieve that 65% labor cost reduction that you shared earlier?
I'd say within the first 30 days of implementation, it's rather quick. The application, as you saw, is very user-friendly. We have seen all kinds of improvements and also elimination of products that don't have IFUs. One of the things we identified was that the products that are being used, especially in central sterile processing, a Sharpie industrial marker, for example, there is no IFU for that Sharpie. So we actually contacted the manufacturer, and they did confirm in writing that they do not recommend the Sharpie industrial markers to be used in that department. I see another question, Dawn. Will the phone app be able to scan barcodes? Yes. We're actually working on that release within the next couple of weeks. But thank you, Bernard, for that question.
Great. And we have one more question that says, how does IFUVitals guarantee access to critical IFUs during a network outage or system downtime? Is there an offline access capability?
IFUVitals can be accessed by any internet-capable device, so a workstation, smartphone, or tablet, ensuring that you always have access to critical documentation, even during a network outage at the facility.
Thank you for that. And it looks like that's the last question that we have so far. We'll give it another minute or so for any additional questions. Feel free to use the chat feature or the Q&A feature to submit those. All right, it doesn't look like we have any additional questions being submitted, Joan. So you may continue.
Great. Well, thank you, everyone. How many facilities has this product been implemented in? We are implemented in across the country. And Andrew, I think I know you. So we just have implemented into one of the larger facilities in Pennsylvania. So we've gone enterprise-wide with our implementation there. And we also have systems in California, Nevada, and Arizona, and Texas as well. All right, so as we close, if you're ready to move from your current chaos to digital confidence, please scan the QR code on your screen or visit our website at xcelrateudi.com to schedule a personalized demo with our team. Reach out. Don't wait until the next audit or adverse event to solve this critical problem. We will also provide a copy of this presentation to attendees so that you can share it with others who were unable to attend. And thank you again for your time and commitment to patient safety. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you.